Radio. Follow us on Facebook at WIDU 1600 AM.
NCN News, I am Bruce Farrell. More than 30 people arrested or cited after a huge brawl broke out at a 4th of July celebration at Romare Bearden Park in uptown Charlotte. Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Chief Johnny Jennings confirmed that of the 32 people who were cited or arrested, 17 of them were minors.
There were some juveniles, groups of juveniles, who had brought fireworks, illegal fireworks, to the uptown area, and they were lighting them, which did cause some concerns within some of the patrons that were out there.
The parents or guardians of 15 arrested minors also cited for contributing to the delinquency of a minor, according to Charlotte police. The suspects facing numerous charges. The gunman who killed 23 people at a Walmart in El Paso, Texas, in federal court today, packed with the families of his victims. Reporter Chris Fox with more on the sentencing of Patrick Crusius.
Former El Paso Mayor DeMargo was in office when the mass shooting took place in August 2019. He was in the courtroom this morning.
I watched the killer the whole time. He showed very little emotion whatsoever. He did not look over at any of the victims or their families.
Sentencing is expected to take days as the victims' families will be able to address the shooter directly.
This is a tough time for El Paso, but we're going to begin the healing process once he is formally sentenced.
Crusius will receive 90 life sentences in federal court. The state, however, is seeking the death penalty. Chris Fox for CBS News, Austin.
Democratic Governor Roy Cooper has vetoed 3 bills, saying Republicans are serving up what he calls a triple threat of political culture wars. The bills focus on how schools and doctors should or should not treat trans teenagers and other children. In a statement, the governor said the government should not make itself both the parent and the doctor. In a number of vetoes so far this year, however, a supermajority of Republicans were able to override the governor's veto. Groups hoping to enshrine abortion rights in Ohio's Constitution have delivered nearly double the number of signatures needed to place an amendment on the fall statewide ballot. You're listening to NCN News.
The chance for showers or thunderstorms will linger into the overnight hours. Otherwise, mostly cloudy. Low temperatures dip into the lower 70s tonight. A small chance of a shower by daybreak Thursday, and then a chance for some scattered storms later in the day. A lesser chance they would be severe. High temperatures in the upper 80s to lower 90s. It's partly cloudy, hotter on Friday. A slight chance of a storm with highs in the low to mid 90s. I'm meteorologist Kat Campbell in the Weather Center.
Mornings were made for better things than rheumatoid arthritis or RA. Xeljanz tofacitinib is a pill for adults with moderate to severe RA when tumor necrosis factor blockers did not work well or could not be tolerated. Xeljanz can help relieve joint pain, swelling, and help stop further joint damage. Xeljanz can lower your ability to fight infections. Don't start if you have one. Before and during treatment, your doctor should check for infections like TB and do blood tests. Serious, sometimes fatal infections, cancers including lymphoma and lung, blood clots, serious heart-related events, tears in the stomach or intestines, and allergic reactions have happened. People 50 and older with heart disease risk factors have an increased risk of death. Tell your doctor if you've had hepatitis B or C, have flu-like symptoms, are prone to infections, or have ever had a heart attack, stroke, clot, or other heart problems, or swelling of lips, tongue, throat, or hives. Ask your doctor about prescription Xeljanz. Visit Xeljanz.com or call 1-844-XELJANZ.
It's like you're looking through a telescope. You see where you're gonna be. Growing, getting better. You're not the person they see. Can't be mad at the things you've been through, 'cause they built your muscle. Now you're stronger than you've ever been. They can't stop your hustle. Your faith ain't never small. That's what brought you this far. See, you got your dreams and you got your prayers and you got your God. He gon' take you there.
your time. It's your season. Walk into it and go get it. Great day, great evening to everyone. Welcome to A Nation of Sisters radio talk show, only on WIDU 1600 AM, WIDU 99.7 FM. It's the first Wednesday of the new month. You know how we do around this time here at WIDU. We do. It's A Nation of Sisters radio talk show. Very informative talk show. Topics of talk and great, wonderful guests. You're in for an awesome treat tonight on A Nation of Sisters radio talk show. Without further ado, the ladies of the hour. Executive host, producer, and director of A Nation of Sisters radio talk show, Miss Tammy Thurman. And this young lady, her special guest, to know her is to love her. She served us well here in Cumberland County. Truly will be missed, but she's on to bigger and better great things. Her special in-studio guest is none other, the beautiful one, the sophisticated one, the bad one, Miss Gina Hawkins. Good evening, ladies. We're ready for you. We're ready to talk with A Nation of Sisters radio talk show. Take it away, boss lady.
What's going on, Facebook family? Let me tell you something. Man, is it raining outside.
Crazy.
Oh my goodness, it's just like the bottom just fell out. Just fell out. It's flooded everywhere. But thank God for his grace and his mercy. He said this show got to go on, so I got to make sure that my two little daughters got it here safely. So I thank you, Lord, right now that you guided us here safely, God. And those people that are driving down these dangerous roads, God, keep them protected in the name of Jesus. Yes, it's done. It's done. It's done. Man, oh man, I'm so excited today. I've been excited now for a little. See, you guys don't understand. So I had to pull her to the side about a month and a half, about 2 months ago, and said, look, what are you doing? What are you doing? I want you to come on my show one more again. Just one more again. So we can have a good time. And she said, just let me know, and I will be there for you. And she's just always been that people's person. Wherever you need her, she's always there. And I'm just truly, truly grateful for your life. I'm truly grateful just for you being who you are. And Fayetteville, North Carolina, we're going to miss her. We're going to miss her. We're going to miss her. But we love her so much.
Thank you, Tan.
Miss Gina. Miss Gina Hawkins, we're so excited.
Yes, I'm excited. And thank you for allowing me to be on your show. And this is literally going to be the last show that I have in Fayetteville.
Oh my God!
I know, but to be with A Nation of Sisters, yes. Way to close it out,
Man, I'm telling you, A Nation of Sisters is just getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and with women like you, it has just cemented the strength of who A Nation of Sisters is and who we truly are to our young women, to our young girls, to even our baby girls that are 12 and 13 years that are listening right now. So again, thank you so much for being with us today.
Let's do it. That's an honor. Ready to get going.
Awesome. And guys, if you are listening via 99.7 or 1600 AM, I want to challenge you to go to WIDU 1600 on Facebook. And we are live.
And say hey.
And you get to see. Now, when I tell you this is one of the most beautiful women that I have ever met, she is just beautiful. Naturally beautiful.
Thank you, but wet right now.
But wet. Yes, we got drenched trying to get in here, but wet. But God, we're still here. But
here.
Yeah, guys, go to Facebook Live, go to A Nation of Sisters Facebook page and like it, and just let us know what you're thinking. So Diane Bishop, I see you. I see you. Thank you so much for joining us today. Gina, my friend.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Do we got to say goodbye?
No. Okay, first of all, let's
so what are we going to say?
We're going to say, where can I find you? That's it. That's all we're going to say because, you know, true friend, true God's children, we stay connected no matter what.
Absolutely.
We're going to have, you got my number.
Yep.
Phone call whenever you are where I am, where I see you. We reach out. This world is way too small to say goodbye to true friendship. So
yeah. And God, it's been how many years? 6 or 7?
6 years.
Yeah, I
thought
it was
6
6 years.
Yep.
to grow a friendship. And I mean, just the first day that I met you, you have been the exact same person since the very first day. And that speaks volumes because a very wise man once told me, he said, after 1 year, they might be able to switch on. He said, but after 2 years, who you see is who you get.
That's who I
And
came
I'm telling
as.
you, she has been the exact same person. And our friendship has just went from level to level to level to a sisterhood. And I truly appreciate that. I truly appreciate that. But let's get into this conversation.
Okay.
She already knows that, it's girl talk. We're just going to talk and let our hair, exactly. We're going to let our hair down and let's just have this great conversation. So for the people who are listening,
okay,
right? Tell us something that they may not know about Gina.
So let's see what do they not know about me? Because everyone already knows I'm a child of God.
Yes, you are.
They know love is the basis of what God has me doing. Let's say I love games. Like, I'm real competitive, right?
Really?
Like, real competitive.
So are you talking board games? Or are you talking about
Anything.
basketball?
I want to get on a game show.
Volleyball?
All of that.
Tell us what game
Sports,
show.
anyone. I actually applied for Survivor.
No way.
Back in the day, yes, I did. I had a video. I made it to the second round.
What?
Flew up to Minneapolis for an interview and didn't get on. I mean, I'm like that much. Game show, cards, anything, competition. I'm very competitive, and I love. It's about having fun to me.
I would have never.
My kids are like, I am either on her team, or I'm going to hate being not on her team.
Yeah, I'm going to hate not being on her team.
Yeah, because she's going to get serious with it. But it's all in fun. It's all in fun. But
So-
I love games.
I love this. She just said that she had auditioned for Survivor.
Yep.
And it's so crazy that you did because Survivor was my number one show. My
Yes.
number one show that I used to watch
Love it.
every single week. Every single week. Love it, love it, love it.
All that.
So you could do the spiders, the snakes,
No
the
problem.
water.
I would have issues, but I would probably do it with the mice and rats. But all the other stuff, yeah, I'm good.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I probably would still do it to this day.
Yeah.
I would probably still do it to this day. They've gotten real competitive now. They've gotten serious. But I still would probably do it. I couldn't do Big Brother though.
So I was gonna ask you that because cameras are on you
All the time.
24/7.
And my natural want to stop a bully personality would come out in 30 days, and they'd be trying to kick me off. They'd be like, "Oh, she got to go. She's gonna fight him."
So do you think you could do celebrity Big Brother if you were?
I probably could. It would probably, the difficult part would be the lying, the deception.
Yeah.
I would have to push down the trying to solve things, trying to help people, trying to solve problems.
Yeah.
Because they're, that would get me kicked off because they were like, yeah, I can see that. But I could try it. I wouldn't be willing to try it though.
So can you swim?
Yes, I can swim.
I got to go back to Survivor. So you can.
I can swim.
I mean, swim good, like
I can wade. I can wade in water in the ocean. I'm not afraid of water.
dive in, come back out.
Do what I gotta do.
With whatever it is in your hand to
gotta
get
do.
to that next
Yeah.
obstacle.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah. So, all of that.
So now let me ask you this. So if the hidden immunity idol, so now they've got, 2 or 3
Yes,
immunity
I know, it's
idols
crazy.
everywhere.
Yep.
If you found the immunity idol,
Uh-huh.
where would you keep it at? Where would you hide it at?
Oh, it'd probably be on my person somewhere.
On your
Yeah,
person.
it'd be on my person somewhere.
Wow. Would you make a new one?
I probably
A
would.
fake one?
I probably make a fake one. Yeah, I would do all. I would do it all. I would do it all. Absolutely.
And what about when you go to tribal council?
Oh, I would be strategic with everything. I'm very observant.
You've got to be so strategic
With
now
all
at tribal council.
personalities.
Yes.
Listening to everything. Yeah. That's my world anyway.
And who's going to play, if you're going to play the immunity idol, or if you're going to hold it?
Yeah, that's all crazy.
Because some people just really make a mistake sitting
And
there with
just
the
hold
immunity
it crazy.
idol, holding it,
Yeah.
and then get voted off.
It's like sports. It's just one game at a time. It's one vote at a time. You can't plan too far ahead. And I'm telling you, I would love all. I'll even love Family Feud. I can all of that. Jeopardy, all of that.
So Family Feud with Steve Harvey.
Yep.
You go on there.
Absolutely, in an instant. And bring my family with me.
All right. So, guys, I'm telling you, I think it's pretty safe to say that we're going to see her on one of these shows pretty soon. But I can actually see you on Family Feud. And I hope my cousins are listening. Jewel, Denise, Shanique, and Ariva. I'm trying to get them to go on Family Feud.
Do it.
And I just can't get them to move.
I already know who I would take if I do The Amazing Race. My sister. She ride or die just like me.
Really?
She would do. She's very competitive. All that. But anyway, so that's one thing that you may not know.
I love this.
Yeah,
I love this. So what about Deal or No Deal?
I would do it all. And in Deal or No Deal is a little bit. Yeah, I would win something.
I would have to win something.
I would not be going to the end. Yeah.
Okay, so what about sports? Volleyball, basketball?
All of that. I played sports growing up. That was the only way I could get out the house. So I played volleyball, I played basketball, and I ran track.
Oh, my God.
I even was on a partial track scholarship going to college.
Yeah.
And then walked on to the volleyball team. Just doing the most.
Oh, my God.
Just doing the most.
And so now you run in the morning, right?
I walk.
You walk?
Yes.
Okay.
But I walked this morning at 4:30 in the morning. Did 5 miles.
Shout out to Desandra Washington. Dang. She keeps everybody posted on Facebook when y'all doing that walk.
Black girls run and walk.
Okay, black girls run and walk.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Oh my God. So you are originally born in
Columbus, Ohio. OH.
Columbus.
But my mother's Panamanian.
So your mom is Panamanian.
Yes.
So where did I get the Cuba part of that?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. So no Cuban.
No Cuban.
Panamanian.
Panamanian.
And do you speak?
I do.
Oh my God. Say something.
Hablo español.
You're good. You're good. So she is Panamanian and black.
That's correct.
And beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. And you have 2 girls.
I have 2 daughters.
Do they mind being mentioned on the station?
No, of course they don't mind.
Let's talk about them. Let's talk
Okay,
about
let's
these.
talk about
Let's
my
talk about
babies.
these amazing girls.
Yes, they are. They're truly amazing. I have Italia, who's 32, and Trinity just turned 22.
Did you hear that?
And
32.
Girl,
you look 32 yourself.
Thank you. And I'm gonna fight Father Time as long as I can.
Oh man.
So yeah, 32 and 22.
32 and 22. Uh-huh. Now, do they live here or?
No, they live they're ATLians for sure.
Ah.
So the youngest literally just graduated from North Carolina A&T, and she just got a job offer. She's going to be an art teacher at an elementary school.
Awesome.
She's an artist, so she was like, Mom, before I go into get my master's, I want to do something in art. I want to teach elementary school kids, and I want to teach in inner city schools. So she want to teach the kids that are marginalized so they can expose. So I'm super excited for her because she was all nervous going through an interview. But
yeah.
So I just remember has a baby. Now she's about to go teach some babies. So that's pretty
Aww,
cool. Yeah.
That is so awesome.
And my oldest, she's an esthetician. So she does a lot of different things.
Okay. Yeah, she's doing a lot.
And she loves that. She works with a medical doctor and like a Medi-Spa as an esthetician.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Wow. I'm telling you, you look.
I'm gonna keep riding it out. I'm gonna keep riding.
Keep riding that ride. Oh my God. So, what's the day in a life for Gina? Like, you are, like I said, the people's person. Mm-hmm. And I want to, and you just tell me how far we can touch and how deep we can go into the weeds. But I want to go into George Floyd.
Okay.
And when that happened, your first reactions, right?
Yeah.
Just as a mom, obviously. But then one day I was looking at TV, and of course, obviously, News People channel had gotten it, where you and all of your team were on one knee on one side of the street, and then we have the community on one side. What was that? Where did that come from, and how did it feel?
So I actually wasn't out there. I was in the command post.
Okay.
And that week, because it was about 4 days, was a really roller coaster. Because our first day was short time in getting notification that people were coming to protest. And then that was that Saturday, and that was a long Saturday. That's when the Market House happened. That kneeling occurred actually on Monday.
Oh, okay.
So then there was protests on Sunday, and then we were every day trying to rescue it up. And so that literally Monday, downtown was blocked off and closed for anyone protesting. And they were coming in, and they had got misinformed, and then there was an arrest that occurred. It was a lot of chaos, and we were on 10 as far as it could have really been sparked. And then literally they were at an impasse, one side, and the mobile field force was there. And this is what really officers being engaged is about. There was one officer in the background who saw someone that he plays basketball with on the other side. God. Literally on the west side, probably in a rec center. They called each other and said, what are we going to do? And they said, if you just kneel in solidarity, we'll be good. And they made that decision and got conversation with all the officers there. Are we in agreement? Are we in agreement? And then literally, I'm watching this like from the drone. And because we were like, okay, it's about to blow up. And then they did it. And then it was like, wow. And that's what it starts. It's about the individual relationships that officers have within a community to say, hey, we started this. It wasn't me. It wasn't the chief. It wasn't the commanders out there. It was one officer saw someone else he plays basketball with. White officer saw a black man, said who they play basketball. So that's what it's about. And then that went so viral. We had like a million. It went viral. Because we had the drone up watching it, and then see afterwards everyone disperse. Yeah. Was such a fulfilling, heartwarming feeling of hope. Of I love that. Because even as people who were residents here, and I was talking to them, and I was saying, I know you want to protest, but look behind you. There are people behind you that are not from Fayetteville, that are here for nefarious reasons. And then they start looking around and realizing, yeah, this is not all us. I want you to protest, but the people who are with you are not with you. And so that's when they said, okay, let's figure out how to have a conversation tomorrow. Right. So, and that's what happened.
And I just want to say, and not just because this is your last time, but how proud I am of your leadership in this community during that time, to see, and I don't even know him, but to see that knee on his neck and to know how many minutes he sat there and endured until he died.
And not many people have literally watched a murder happen. That's basically, you're watching a murder happen.
You're literally watching a murder happen.
Yeah. And, even the most recent one in Memphis.
And I want to go there too. Let's talk about it.
Even that is treacherous. It's horrific to imagine, and as I'm the chief and how I operate and how I make decisions is based off experience, of course, based off knowledge and best practice, but it's also based off of being who I am, a mother. When my daughter graduated from A&T, she had to drive back to Georgia, and she had to make 2 trips, and it was crowded on one day, and I'm watching her on Life 360 because I monitor my kids, both of them.
Absolutely.
And they watched me. They were like, where are you? So I saw she had gotten off the expressway, and I was like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
And she said, it was traffic, so it rerouted me. And I am going off with her on the phone. And I said, Trin, don't ever do that. Please get back on the road. It's like, what, Mom? I said, no, I don't care if it's daylight. You have no idea where you're going, who you're going to encounter. I want you on the main road. I don't care how crowded it is, because I don't know who those officers are. I don't know how they're trained. I don't know where she's going to go.
That's it.
And that's my fear.
Yeah.
So, and I said, are you clear? Don't ever do that again. And she's like, yes, I got it, Mom.
And you said something that is huge. I don't know how they are trained.
I don't know how they're trained.
And I think that speaks volumes, again, of your professionalism, right? I don't know how they're trained.
Yep.
Not that I don't know what kind of mindset they have. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're thinking. No, I just don't know how they're trained.
Yep.
That's
the bottom line.
The bottom line.
Bottom line.
To see those tragedies happen within our community, but if it had been, it doesn't matter. If it had been Chinese, a white man, an Indian man, it doesn't matter. Nobody deserves to die in the street like a dog.
Oh, my God. Inhumanity is inhumanity.
Yeah.
No matter what.
God. Man, I'm telling you, that was a challenging time, not just for the police department, but for the community as a whole, for this entire nation. That went to the entire world.
Yes. And you know what? As bad as it is, and thank goodness it's not in vain, because how I feel, I think it unveiled things that needed to be unveiled. And it unveiled not just for Minneapolis, it unveiled conversations that need to be happening.
Yeah.
It unveiled people that need to be awoke, like young children, young kids, young adults who never were activists, who never were aware, who don't know what's going on. Now they're getting involved. And it made even leaders more aware of types of training and standards that should be established. So it really unveiled a lot of things that we should be talking about and becoming aware of. So
let me ask you that, because you kind of segued into where I want to go to. So with those things happening, we hate that it has to happen, right? But God is going to use who he has to use.
Yeah.
He's going to use them. And so now that happened, the conversations that needed to be had, the awareness that was not as, at the level of 10 that it's on now, came about because of this one man.
Yeah.
So from your experience and the field that you're in and that you are just amazing in, how did that change the conversation? How did that change the narrative? Or did it change?
So no, let me share with you, Tammy.
Okay.
George Floyd's not the first one. Think about it. We've
Sure.
been doing this numerous times.
Yeah.
Even more recent times. Los Angeles. My mind just went blank.
I know.
Rodney King.
Rodney King, thank you.
Rodney King.
Yeah.
That's not so long ago,
No.
right? And each decade or stages, these best practices and training are established. What occurs is 21st century policing says what you should be doing, what you should be learning from tactics, from SWAT training to prevent not just citizens from dying, officers from dying.
Right, exactly.
So these are safety issues that are established for best practices and training and being aware and being cognitive of people who should not be in a profession, right? What occurs is people get complacent unless you have leadership making sure you're holding people accountable. You're inspecting what you expect. And you stay consistent with it, and you train the leadership, and you train the officers. You explain to them how important it is their professionalism is going to save their life. And then when they get to that culture change, so now it's truly a culture change. But what occurred was administration changed. In 21st century policing, and all the pillars that established best practice got pushed to the side.
Yeah.
The training got pushed aside. Federal government was not providing funding for any type of bias-based training, diversity training. They stopped all that. And they encouraged officers to be aggressive. They encouraged officers to hit people upside the head verbally. But you still had people like me knowing, no, we're going to stay the course. We know these are things that need to be addressed.
Right.
But you had another portion of the profession that don't like accountability.
That's right, yeah.
So it now just this whole sway of is nothing new. It's now you're going to be really held accountable, and now you have documentation where you were notified this is not how we should be operating. So that's why I'm always going to be an advocate for best practices and evaluating the critical issues before decisions are made. Because ultimately, you can't ignore that things have happened like this before.
Yeah.
You can't ignore that negligent retention is going to get somebody killed and cities sued. So you as long as you have leadership and choosing right leadership to make sure it's, this is not for the weak at heart.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
And when you start making decisions like that, you will be attacked. People will start trying to make lies up about you.
Yeah.
People will start trying to attack your character.
Yes.
But you have to stay the course, because you realize that's what I signed up for, because I represent so many people in this profession who are doing this because they're doing it for the right reasons, and so many people who should not be in this profession need to be pushed out.
So Gina, you make a huge point, and I've firsthand seen it, your character being attacked, but I've seen you still walk with your head high.
I know the truth.
And because you know the truth. Mm-hmm. So there are 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th college ladies listening right now.
Okay.
Who are not physically attacked, but verbally attacked.
Yeah.
What do you say to them when those attacks happen, when those darts are being thrown at you? And talk to me too, because I've been attacked and completely attacked every single week. And guys, if you're hearing any type of emergency alert, we are experiencing a flash flood warning here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. It's okay. No, it's okay, because our phones are alerting us too. So,
how
what do you say to that? How do you help us navigate around those darts being thrown, not just in your back, but in your front, in your face,
in my face, in my back, all the stuff. So So what I say is, one, you have to have faith. You have to have a connection to God. That's your first. Your first foundation.
Yes.
And you have to have that relationship. You have to seek out that one-on-one relationship, because you are by yourself with Him most of the time. Then you seek out sisterhood and family that know and want the best for you.
Yeah.
And can see you raw, and can see when you're hurting.
Come on.
And can and is there to say, I got you. Even if it's listening, even if it's crying.
Right.
And reminding you, sis, you know that's lies. We know the outcome. Let it go. That's okay. Make that cry. And then so that you can vent. Because just like Michelle Obama's book said, we're going to stay high, but we need a chance to go ahead and go low. But we go low behind the scenes and just vent out frustration.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, right? It's just a vent. Because no one's perfect, but we want to get it out. And then sometimes having a laugh with it. Because we'll say some funny stuff but we don't do revenge. We're gonna stay how God wants us to stay.
Yeah, let God handle all of that.
And then here's the most important thing. The reason why they're doing that is because it's the devil wanting to distract you.
That's all it is.
Do not get distracted.
Come on, don't get distracted.
Do not get distracted. He is trying to distract you, and will use different methods. That means you're doing something you're supposed to be doing.
You're doing something you're supposed to be doing.
Don't ignore it. And don't say it's not my issue. It is your issue.
It is your issue.
If it's coming to you, if it's deep down, speak up and say something. You will get supported, and at the very minimum, you will be relieved because you will have done what God told you to do.
I love it. I love it. So God being your foundation, that's the first person that you go to. The first of everybody. Let's go to God first. And then the sisterhood, and then your family. Let's have those conversations. But I love something that you said. Let's vent. We do have to get things out. Yeah. It's not healthy to keep things in, but let's do it behind closed doors.
Do it behind closed doors. And then
because
have to laugh at it.
Everybody don't need to see your business. Because all they're going to do...
It's not their business.
They're going to take that, make it their business, and then they're going to add to the agenda that they've already put...
They're trying to
put together against you.
You got to purge that every now and then. If you want to purge it, sometimes you can get so disciplined, it's deflective.
Yeah.
Or it's encouraging. It's like, oh, you still trying to come for me. There's nothing you can do that's going to hurt me.
Don't you come for me.
Don't come for me, because I promise you, God is my homeboy, and He doesn't like people messing with me. And just wait for it.
He don't like it. Because he even said it.
He doesn't
touch
like
not my anointed and do my prophets no harm.
Hello, he does not like it.
He don't like it.
So, but it's the biggest thing. Don't let it distract you. It's like the whole thing of if you're on your game and you're on your mission, on your purpose, When you get distracted, you're off your purpose. It's like somebody telling you, don't think about a pink elephant. I want to think about the pink elephant. But you can't think about this pink elephant and do your job. Get to your job. Stay on purpose, stay on mission, and don't get distracted.
Yeah.
But they're going to still keep trying to do it. Just deflect it.
Oh, my God. I love it. I love it. A Nation of Sisters, we are having an amazing conversation. I knew it was going to be with my good friend, Gina. See, I can call her Gina now.
Yes.
I can call her Gina now.
Hey.
But we are so excited that you're here today. It is raining cats and dogs, but she still showed up today, so I'm so appreciative.
Oh, please. I could not show up. Absolutely.
So appreciative. And my girl Tammy is on the ones and twos over there.
Yes.
You just let me know when we got a commercial. Okay,
Let's go.
Let's keep going because the conversation is healthy. I love it. So, Gina.
Yes.
Now, guys, I'm sorry. I got to go here because she is just, I keep saying how beautiful she is. Is there anybody special?
There's not.
Uh-oh. You heard it here first. She is single.
God's prepping him clearly.
Clearly, listen, that's exactly what I say. Lord have mercy.
He's prepping him.
And he gonna get it right.
Yep.
For Mr. Right to come on the scene.
There it is.
Man, whoever he has got an amazing person. The Bible says when a man findeth a wife, he findeth a good thing. And obtaineth favor from the Lord.
I'm ready to be that helpmate.
I know. Let's talk about it. I am so okay, so Tammy, I'm ready to love.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to love you.
Yeah.
But I'm ready to help.
Yeah.
I'm ready to work this partnership.
Hello?
In life.
Because I know they're going to be
ministry.
amazing.
Yes, because they're going to be so amazing.
I'm amazing. Look. So I'm prepped up to help whoever. What we doing?
I thought it was just me.
No,
you're so spot on. Look at me. Look how awesome I am.
Yeah.
Look how awesome you are.
That means whoever is going to be doing something amazing, let's do this.
He is about to tear the roof off.
Yeah,
that's why I had him to play Mary Mary. Got to go get that blessing.
Yep. In the meantime, I'm going to stay on my purpose. And that's what God wants me to do.
Staying in your purpose.
He's going to send them my way. One day, I'm okay.
And what's your purpose? What's your purpose, woman of God?
Oh, so
what do you believe is your purpose?
I still believe in making a difference and creating leaders.
Yeah.
Creating leaders. Right now, the niche of public safety is on point for me.
Yeah.
But I also know that I have to start supporting more women in this profession.
Sure, exactly.
And just creating so many more leaders to just start multiplying God's will.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's awesome. So I'm so thankful that we have this platform. God gave me this platform about 3 or 4 years ago to bring amazing women here and just let them talk, let the world know what they're about and how awesome you add to this world, right? And so that's what we're doing today. And I believe that as you move forward, right, the Bible says the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. If you read it in the Hebrew, the steps are not just straight forward, but they're upward. They're upward steps. And so your steps that you are stepping in are going upward into higher, better places. And I'm so excited to be just a little inkling part of your journey.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this chapter of my life that's about to end in Fayetteville.
Yeah.
And I am going back to the Atlanta area.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that. But I'm also...
I'm going with her, y'all.
You got a spot wherever I land. But I also... I'm being called upon to be like consulting in this profession.
Yeah.
Not just in one location.
I would expect that.
That's pretty cool, to get a phone call and said, hey, we really want you to be on our team to look at this. So that's happening. I'm also doing some training regarding, it's like valor training for law enforcement. It's called Safer Together.
Yeah.
And where we talk about the culture of law enforcement and going across the nation doing that. So doing a little bit of that, but I'm actually, you probably see it maybe next month, we'll be back to Atlanta for an invite to go support another organization.
Yeah. And we don't need to know exactly where we're going, but we just know that we're going to be back into the Georgia area.
Yes.
And so she thinks she's going by herself, but I'm going right along with her. So I'm telling you, anything that you need, just know that A Nation of Sisters is here for you. Tammy Thurman is here for you. Whatever you need, whatever you want, we got your back. We got your back. And guys, she's actually an amazing member of the Links, and I'm sure everyone is familiar with that. But for those of you who may not be familiar with the Links, can you talk about it a little bit? Just tell us a little bit about the Links and who you are to the Links.
So yes, I'm a member of the Links Incorporated, and we are service-oriented women who give back through service of youth, through service of, we have pillars that we also dedicate. Like right now we are in the food deserts and food insecurities and trying to support that. So, and it's an honor. The organization has been in existence since 1946. And I'm proud to be a part of it as LinkedIn Friendship Connected in Service. And today, one of our members, elder members, Mrs. Louise Morgan, passed away, so she'll be having her service. That's why I'm in white right now, so I'm going there afterwards, and we're just going to go honor her today. Her service is tomorrow, but we're just going to really honor her and what she's done for this community, and staying connected, so in support of sisterhood and doing that. So
that's awesome. Let me ask you, because I'm just hearing this as we go. So I know that you are the type of person that you have a discerning spirit. Guys, she has a discerning spirit to the 25th power. So when you meet people, right, what are some of the first things that come to your mind when you see? So, and you can use me as an example if you want to, but what are like just some of the first things that you see or sense or feel when you meet people?
So, I literally have had that spirit for a long time, and I've had to grow into it. And I've had to grow with it. So my first inclination was put a wall up when I saw people who was like a little weird. And then literally my little brother, who's 10 years younger than me, one time he called me, it had to have been like 15 years ago, and he was dating. And he was like, Gina, I'm going to bring this person around because you're able to tell different things about people.
Come on.
And I need you to tell me about my... Yeah. Okay. So, but I've evolved because what I also now, even as my discerning spirit has become, what I realize in my purpose is there are people who might not realize if they're up for something that's not as positive, it's not their fault. They don't know what their purpose is. So now my goal is I might find someone who might be in a negative realm, and then my job is to ease their discomfort, ease their barrier, because they can impact me, and to try to see why I'm supposed to be connected to them, why my encounter was supposed to be connected to them. Because I truly believe every encounter is purposeful by God. And someone who may start off adversarial or in a negative realm, that doesn't distract me right now. I'm not intimidated about it, and I'm very, very comfortable in uncomfortable situations now.
That's awesome.
Whereas before I used to be like, uncomfortable, let me walk away, push you away. Now I'm like, okay, no, I'm supposed to be around you for some reason. What's going on?
Exactly.
And it just may be a battle that they're having right then, but just for me the objective is, what is our connection? And let me see what our connection is, and how can I help you, and what is it that we're supposed to be doing together? So
what are some of the signs that you may have picked up on that, the saying, some people are here for a reason, some people are here for a season, and the others are here for a lifetime? A lot of times our young girls get those three twisted. I'll just be frank with you, just get it twisted. People
young,
sometimes,
old, me.
Yeah, exactly. And they feel like those people who are just there for a reason are supposed to be here forever. You're going to be my forever BFF. No. Talk to them, please, and just and enlighten us on how do we discern the people that are supposed to just be here for a reason versus a lifetime.
Tammy, that's very difficult to do because, like I said, I've had to grow through that, and I've had to sadly shed some people that I thought were supposed to be there for a long time. Yeah. And then, but that's on me to realize, as I have grown, I've gotten a lot busier, right?
Yeah.
And I've got a lot more things on my plate.
Right.
So the people who have sustained, who are like my true friends that I can discern, oh, they truly are there for giving and love, right?
Right.
But then so it's much easier to discern people who are there trying to use you only. But early on in my adulthood, I was always giving, and I'm going to give who I think people are my friends till it hurts me, and sometimes it hurt me. But I had to learn that lesson and realize, some friends I have to let go. They can remain acquaintance friends, but not as close that they're going to drag me down with you.
That's right.
That's the difference. I can't be drugged down with you. If it's not supporting, we go on together, and we don't have to go at the same time. But if you're not, here's another thing. If they're not supporting you when you're winning, if they're not cheering for you, saying, I am so happy, if you can tell if somebody's truly happy for you, if you get something amazing or accomplished, you can tell. And you can tell, like, I am the biggest cheerleader for anybody and everyone. As a young kid, I'm on the track, and my siblings, I am screaming from across, cheering them on, my kids, and my peers and my family and friends. If you can't see that person cheering for you and super excited, then watch yourself.
Ooh.
But you also have to be that type of friend to them. You have to be, what kind of friend are you is important as well. You have to be supportive. And then if you're not happy that someone's winning, you need to check yourself. If you're not excited that someone accomplished something, even if it's the same job you're competing for, and you're like, whoever happens, if you get it, then I know I'm winning. My best friend in college, we were poor, but when we worked, she worked for Tip Shares. I was poor. When she got Tip Shares off, we were like, and that's the mentality.
Wow.
What do we have for the day to survive off of? Because she knew whatever I had was hers as well. We were surviving together, and it was not it was not a competition. It is truly support, because as she goes up, I go up.
As you go up, that's right.
As she goes up, I go up, and
exactly.
I'm bringing with, yeah, exactly.
That's the sisterhood.
Yeah, you coming with me. If I get in somebody's doors, come on, let's go. Will you with me?
Come on.
Yep.
And sometimes we start seeing these signals, we see these signs, we start seeing yield signs, we even bump up against a stop sign and still try to hold on to that person. No, this is
male and female.
Yes.
I was married before also. And,
were you?
And he did not like or appreciate the fact that I was successful in my career.
I dated somebody like that, just could not handle me being who I am.
And I couldn't understand it.
And I just could not understand it. It seemed like you would be happy for me. You'd
Absolutely.
be cheering.
Let's cheer me, go. Because
Let's
that's what
go.
I would do.
Push me.
I would do if you win, and I'm like, come on, how else can you win some more?
You said something that's so awesome, so huge. If they are not pushing you, woo, you better.
Or challenging you, or calling you on your stinkiness. If
I
they're
love
not truly
that.
calling you on, come on, that's not right, Hawk.
Yeah.
Or let me give you some pros and cons to that, and you got to receive that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah. If but definitely, especially because you're not going to catch every yield sign. You're not going to catch every clue. But let me tell you one of the most obvious. If they are not cheering you on to the next level, my young girls, hear me, my babies,
Or
hear me,
encouraging you. Yep.
Or encouraging you to move forward.
Find somebody else.
Find somebody else. They are only in your life for a purpose. And that purpose is to learn.
Yep, that's right. And a lot of times it's discouraging to them, because then they start doing self-reflective and thinking they're not going to encourage you because you're going to get away from them. And that's their own growth that they. But we can't fix people. That's
and
we can't fix people.
Woo, Lord. And I had just had this conversation with my apostle and my pastor Sunday. We can't save everybody.
We can't save everybody.
We cannot. We can't fix everybody. We can't save everybody.
It's a threshold.
And that's
we're going to get drugged down. So
we're going to get drugged down. And God is like,
no,
I gave everybody a cup, and I filled the cup myself. And here you are adding to a cup that I never meant to be filled except for by me.
Yep.
Drink out your own cup. Color on your own paper. Get off other people's paper. Understand what your assignment is. And Gina, I really feel like you understand the assignment. Again, I'm just so proud of you.
Thank you.
Your mom, so your background, your mom, your dad, Is your parents both still alive?
No, my dad passed away in 2010.
Oh,
My mom is though. My
Your
mom,
mom.
she is the ultimate cheerleader, but she was the ultimate worker, hustler for her family. She was will never take no. What barriers? Let me keep on pushing it. And she's still so I've got this opportunity coming in Atlanta, right? And she was like, well, I'm going to come in there. I was like, no, Mom, it's not that type of party. She's like, I'm coming to cheer you on.
Yeah.
No, Mom, you're not coming for my first day of school.
Oh, my God. That is so awesome.
It's so cute, right?
Yeah.
I was like, Mom, it's okay. It's not that. It's not like that anymore. It's going to be, a little bit. That's so cute, right? And she's retired, but she can do that.
It's new beginnings. It's
Yeah.
fresh. And people think, oh, I can't start over. I'm to this, I'm to that.
Please.
Oh, we are
Oh,
living
my
in the
gosh.
times where, yes, you can
You better
start
over. You better start over. You better go to the next chapter. You better keep growing. You better keep learning.
Keep learning.
Keep learning, keep growing, and keep expanding. God didn't want you to sit in the Dead Sea.
No.
He wants you to keep growing. He has other work for you to do. You breathing, get to work. That's the bottom line. You're breathing. I got an assignment for you to do. There's other people you need to be impacting and attacking. We got to build this army.
There is a whole world waiting on you.
Yes. Get it together. I gave you all these gifts. I gave you all these blessings. I didn't give it to you for the kick back.
To sit back
Sit
on
back
them?
and say, this is it. I'm working, you working.
Come on.
God's like, come on. So you have an assignment. There is no, this is all over. I can sit back
Yeah, I
and
can
watch
sit
the
back and
sunset.
watch the
No, you
sunset.
can rest.
No.
You can rest. But God got work for you to do.
You can rest, but don't stop.
Don't stop.
Oh, my
Keep
God.
growing, keep learning, and don't stop.
Shout out to Dr. Conley, our Cumberland County Superintendent. He is listening, and he is saying he is so excited about what we're talking about. We are
Yes.
doing such an amazing job. Shout out
Thank
to
you,
Dr.
Dr.
Conley.
Conley.
Thank you so much for rocking with a Nation of Sisters. I mean, this is just an amazing opportunity. Gina is just looking like, girl, I'm just Gina, but she don't understand the impact that you've had here in Cumberland County, that you've had here in Fayetteville, Lord, that you had here in the entire state. I mean, you have made so many connections, so many friends here, not just here, but in Raleigh and Durham.
It's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
It is a blessing.
It's a blessing.
And I don't take it for granted. And the reason why I am Gina is because I realized Gina just did what she was told to do by God.
Yeah.
And Gina was that little girl.
Come on.
Who came from the poorest of nothing. But I had amazing parents. And they always let me dream and let me speak up. And so, because I know my ability to find another Gina at the 12-year-old or the 13-year-old.
You just said something right there.
Hello. And then, because they're out there. Because who's going to take care of me when I get to a point of 90-something and need some help navigating? Who's going to take care of me? Those little Ginas that are growing up right now.
I'm going to find another Gina.
Yep.
God, I love it.
I need to help her go to the next level.
Yes, and I say this, and Tammy can witness to this, and Wes and Sandy and all of them. I always say, at some point in our life, we were standing on somebody else's shoulders.
Yes,
we were standing on people's shoulders, and now that we are now strong enough, baby, let me brush my shoulders off, because you're gonna come and you're gonna stand
strong.
here.
Exactly.
I'm strong enough for you to stand here.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited. Let me give a shout out to some of my top cities. Guys, I have this system that tracks my cities. Shout out to Charlotte, North Carolina, Raleigh, Chicago, Greensboro, Houston, New York, Philadelphia. Let me give a shout out to the top countries that are listening via Facebook: Nigeria, South Africa, Bangladesh, Germany, Malawi, Mexico, Saudi Arabia, South Korea, South Sudan.
Wow, look at that. Worldwide.
God has been so amazing. He has been so amazing. And when he gave me this concept to do a Nation of Sisters, and then I bumped into Wes and Sandy at one of the women's conferences, and he said, I just wondering if you'd like to come on and just talk a bit. And I said, sure.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be this amazing
Perfect.
broadcast, right? That I can bring such powerful women on. I'm just so thankful.
The blessing of Wes and Sandy. Oh my goodness.
Oh man. And they love you. When they saw that you were going to be on the show.
Oh my God. When I tell you, and I share this, they were the first people who contacted me in Georgia before I came here.
Really?
Literally. And said, we want to kind of interview you. I was like, okay.
Wow.
And it was Wes who called. He was talking about Sandy. He was like, she was so excited that you're going to become the chief. Can we do a phone interview, radio interview?
Yeah.
I'm like, absolutely. And ever since then, they've been supportive of me to the umpteenth power and praying for me and covering me. So they are a blessing to me.
Yeah.
Because remember I said they don't go away.
That's right. That's
They
right.
don't go away. Yes.
God has made them a blessing to
Yes.
be a blessing.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And that's what God has done here
Yes.
to this woman that is sitting across the room from me. I'm trying not to cry.
Don't be crying because I'm a crier. Don't cry because I'm a crier. I don't want to
He
cry.
has made you the phenomenal person that you are, the role model that you are. I often tell our young girls, you may meet Beyonce, you may meet Rihanna, and if you do, awesome. But I guarantee you when you have a problem, they're not going to pick up the phone.
Yep.
They're not going to call you back. They're not going to give you their number. But Gina,
I will. Because
Will.
I have 2 daughters. And if I'm never available, I want them to be able to reach somebody else and they call and get help. But even though my daughters are going to call me anytime. They'll
Yeah.
be like, what's going on?
Sure.
But if I'm not available, I want their auntie, their godmother, their friends that I know, the Tammys, to
Come
say,
on.
I need some help.
Yeah.
I'm over here, I'm stuck, and get that help. That's our community connection.
Yeah.
That's our
Yeah.
community connection.
Oh man, when you get to where you're going, what is the very first thing that you feel like you're going to do?
Well, first of all, wherever I'm going, I already am there.
Mm.
So I already start working. I'm already checking different things and connecting. So my mind is always, before I get there, I do operationally in my head start thinking about things. So right now I'm just trying to find housing.
Yeah,
So,
trying to find a house, yeah.
But just the whole concept, we know that there are people who have children from Fayetteville that's going to school in Atlanta. I'm calling them like, hey, I'll be there. Just know your kids got a spot. No matter what, they can reach out to me if they have an issue. So, but ultimately, it's just going to be, just getting reacclimated into the city. So
Yeah. I'm coming down there, right?
You come on.
I'm coming down there.
And it's grown so much. It is so many new things. When I visited, I was like, this is all just changed in 6 years. It's growing. It's getting more populated. So yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, I just my Gina.
I'm still
Gosh,
here. We still here.
Yeah. So I always end the show, and it's crazy.
Okay.
Like it's 5:57 already.
I know. I'm glad we didn't take commercial.
Oh man, if you could go back and talk to the 17-year-old Gina.
Ooh.
17. 17 years old. What would you say to her, knowing then what you know now?
I think as confident as I thought I was, I would probably tell her to believe in yourself more.
Yeah.
We as young adults and young kids doubt ourselves all the time.
Yeah.
And then and let the naysayers that's in our heads talk us out of things, of thinking we can't do it, and doubt. So I would probably tell her, dream faster, because you already have a dream. Dream faster. Do it sooner.
Come on.
Because it's hard for me to say what would I change, because every part of my life had to be my lessons.
Yeah.
And in that time period. So, of course, I'm not perfect, and I wish I would have done certain things differently.
Yeah.
But I learned the biggest lessons from those time periods.
Yeah.
So, but I think I would just tell my younger self, be more confident.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love it. Facebook, A Nation of Sisters, WIDU listeners. This has been the absolute amazing time of my life. Gina,
You've been a blessing to me, Tammy. I'm going to tell you that for like the first day we met. See, I've appreciated you. And I thank you, and it's been a blessing to want to become your friend. And thank you for being an inspiration to me as well, because you truly are. You're so positive, and you are in the community, and you are doing what you should be doing, which is being a blessing. So thank you. Like I said, from day one, I've so appreciated you, just to know you. So thank you.
Thank you so much. God, here we go.
I'm a loser.
Here we go. Man, I mean, we could just keep going.
But unless you know, you know.
Yeah.
If you don't know, it's real, so.
You don't understand what that means. It's hard. It's hard in these streets. As
Yeah.
It's hard in these streets. And to hear someone like you, right, give those accolades and build up another sister is everything, is the perfect example. And I believe now, if I didn't know before.
Yeah, remember, I see you, and so do others. Right?
Thank you all for listening today. A Nation of Sisters, thank you so much for rocking with me. Thank you so much. St. Augusta, I see you. I see you, Diane Bishop. I see you. Jam Hassan, I see you. Joe Moore Jr., I see you. Thank you so much for listening and rocking with us today. Till next time, may God be, God Almighty, may God be with you and heaven smile upon you. Gina, we love you.
I love you, Fayetteville. I love you, Tammy. I love you guys.